Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Material Girl 338, otherwise known as Diane. I'm in the second video of making the apron, and I just want to show you what I've done so far. Um, the apron is a ruffled half apron, and so I want to save the apron, and I didn't want to cut it. I cut it, but I want to be able to reuse it over and over again. So I saved the tissue paper. When you get a gift or you go to the card store, buy the tissue paper because you can scotch tape it if you need to. Okay, so what I did was I made a size medium, and the original one is I cut out at the large, and this is a size for the medium one. And I didn't make it yet, but I'm going to make it for the small. This way I always have them because you're going to keep on using them over and over again. And what I did was I'm just using plain muslin. I'm going to make a sample. I want to see how it comes out before I waste fabric, because fabric is expensive, as you know. And so I'm cutting this out and the fabric on muslin. If I like it, then I will cut out my fabric. Okay, and it's a pretty simple one. It's a tiered apron. This is it. I don't know if you could see this. Let me see if you could see it. Where am I? Okay. You see the tiers? It's got 3 tiers in it. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm up to that point, and I'm ready to take the scissors. I'm ready to take the pins out and follow the instructions. I'm doing apron D. So you go to the section where it says D. Here it is, apron D, and it wants you to use bias tape. And I have bias tape. If you don't know what it is, I'll show it to you. Hold on a second. Okay, this is it. This is bias tape, okay? You can make it yourself if you have a bias foot. If you have the foot, you have to run the fabric do the fabric on the bias, or no, you do diagonal. And when you cut the fabric diagonal, it stretches, so it has more ease to it. See, if you pull the fabric this way, here's the selvage right here. Along the top, you could see the selvage. Okay, so it has no movement to it. You do it on the side, it still has no movement. But if you do it on the diagonal, you see how it moves? So when you're cutting for the bias strips, you cut the fabric diagonal. See the lines here? That should help you too. Okay? All right. Enough with that. So let's see here. Encase the untouched edge of each apron section in double fold bias tape. This is double fold bias tape. Okay. The wider the side to be used and the wrong side of the apron. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, it wants me to put the bias tape on the edge. First I have to make sure that my markings are on this, and I have a piece of chalk here. This way I know what I'm doing. This is the middle front. And I cut out my notch, and this wanted me to cut it on the center fold. Here's the center fold. It's on the fold. This is piece number 11. And so what I do is I mark, this is the sample anyway, so I don't care. So this is number 11. Here's my center fold. Just pre-fold this. Let me fold this because I want to use it again. And take care of your tissue paper for your patterns, because if you just, you know, bunch it up and crunch it up and throw it into the envelope, it's going to make it impossible to lay it flat on the fabric. So take your time, fold it good. And what I do is I fold mine and then I put it in a Ziploc bag. Can you see that? Am I in? I put it in a Ziploc bag and I mark it with the name of the pattern and the number of the pattern. This is number 11. And this is the bias tape. I opened it up. I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to make my own because I have a lot of muslin. See, so that's the, let me make sure I'm in camera. Okay, that's the tape. That's the other side. See it? And it's got a fold on this. This is a single fold bias tape. They come in double fold too. I'm going to end up making my own because this is just a sample. All right, and then I will get back to you ladies with video number 3. I cut it already, so that's part 2. Cut it and unpin it and mark your pattern so this way you know. These are for the ruffles, so no need to watch me, you know, take the pins out of the fabric. Okay, and then we'll go to video number 3. Thank you, ladies, and I appreciate comments. I like it when you girls and men give me comments. You know, you help me along the way, so I do appreciate that. All right, I'll see you next video.